Okay, says I'm live. We'll give people a minute or two to come on in here. Just if you're watching the recording, scrub ahead until you see something happening. Right now, I'm just waiting for people to come on in. I'm a couple minutes early, so we'll just see what happens. Usually doesn't take too long. I'm going to try something a little different today. Hey, Hottie Popo. Good to see you. I lurked at your stream the other day. You guys are so much fun. Hi, Dabbler. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Pink Hut. That's a cute name. Pink Hut. Hi, Amy. This computer. I don't know if the internet's slow or if it's just this damn computer. Anyway, so hi, Anne. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, Judy. Hope you're feeling better. I hate when fibs are sick. Hey, Mindy. Lorena. All right, we got people coming in, so it's going to be a good day, Tater. I may not be as high energy as I am some days. Slept for crap last night, but that's another story. But I'll be okay. I may end a little early, so I might catch a little bit of a nap so I can get through the evening. I'm so glad, Judy. Hi, Anne. Hi, Barbara. It's storming at your house. It's just been really gray here. It seems like endless gray to me. It's not cold, but it's not hot either. It's actually right now it's perfect temperature. But yeah, we're not having any bad weather right now. And I don't watch the news, so I don't know what's coming either. Because I am quarantining myself from all news. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Dorothy. Yeah, I'm just not paying any attention. I go to the websites that give me the information that I need, and the rest of it all I want. That's pretty much it. Did Joycey come in? Hey, Joycey SS. So I hope you guys are doing okay. And I know these are just really trying times, you're having to think everything you do and rethink it again, but everything will be okay. This is just a blip on the meter. We'll all get through this. There's no doubt in my mind. Just do the best you can. And the one thing I would say is I don't have family here. Well, I do, but they're 45 minutes away, and two of them actually are severely immune compromised, so we cannot get together at all. But yeah, if you're at home with your family, do fun things with your family. Take advantage of this time. When are you ever going to get to do this again? Of course, you might start doing it, but that's beside the point. Hi, Vaughn. Hi, Joan. So is today the last day for the sale, Joan? I think it is. You might tell them in chat. But yeah, iStencils is having a sale of Joan, well, the whole site, but Joan has stencils over there, and she's listed under Patty Tully Parrish artist. So hi, Dee Dee. So yeah, if you want to go look at the stencils over there, there's some really nice ones. Oregano. That is really random, Joycey. Did I say hi, Gail? I don't know if I did. Finally, she comes dragging butt in here. Hi, Eileen. I did finally, just like 2 minutes before I went live, I did take my allergy medicine, so hopefully I won't sniffle constantly today. Ugh. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? Yeah, the last day is today. So if you want, I think it's 30% off everything on the site, free shipping over $50. So they've got some really good deals, and even international shipping is really, really reasonable this week. So head over there and check it out. So did Lena come in? I missed Lena. Hi, Lena, if you're here. I must have missed you. This chat moves pretty quick. And I'm looking at a different chat too on StreamYard, so it looks a little different, but there she is. So anyway, I thought what I would do today, I don't really have anything to show other than some happy mail from Dee Dee, which you guys have seen. She was kind enough to send me one of the roosters, and I love it. I love all Dee Dee's art. I could have a whole wall of Dee Dee's art, and every time I get new art, I love it just as much as I loved the one before. But this one I really love a lot. So it's going up, or I don't know, I'm not sure. I told her the other day I need to make a whole journal of nothing but her art. And other than that, I honestly have nothing to show you guys. I've gotten nothing new, haven't ordered anything. So I'm doing really good on my no spend. Staying in the house is like it's saving me a ton of money. Not that I go anywhere anyway. In reality, my life has not changed that much, other than I worry about the rat because he's a harebrain. The boy is a harebrain. But and he was sick during the night, I'll tell you, because some of you may have seen it in Dee Dee's chat. I don't think it's coronavirus related. I think he ate something he shouldn't have eaten, so he'll be fine. Hi, Joan. Got two Joans today, Joan Smithies and Joan Bell. So, but don't worry about him. You know, if you want to throw out a prayer, I always appreciate prayers. So, but other than that, I have nothing to show. But I thought I would today go ahead and finish because tomorrow is actually the end of the scavenger hunt. But I'm going to go ahead and say anybody who notifies me before next Monday, I'll go ahead and put in the drawing for the scavenger hunt. I would show you my scavenger hunt book, but I haven't really done too much in it. But I will this week. I will try and get to it this week. And I have no excuse other than, hi, Kat, other than I've been doing other stuff. I have just been irresponsible, and there's no other word for it. So there. But I thought today I would go ahead and show you. I did make the trays for the watercolors on stream last time or the time before. I don't remember. I think it was the time before. Got them all filled, and they're still cracked really bad. And I've added glycerin and gummy arabic. I will notify you now. I did not finish it. Oh, okay. I knew that, Eileen. Did you get even one page done? She did not. I know she did not. But that's okay because that's what I expect. But anyway, these have cracked. I'm going to go ahead and try and soften them and get them to look better than this. But if you win this, just be prepared that when the watercolors come, they're cracked. I've done projects with them cracked. They work no different than if they weren't cracked. I'm fuzzy. I'm absolutely clean on my screen. I'm not fuzzy at all. Is everybody else fuzzy? Because on StreamYard, I can only come on at the highest. I can't go 1080. Hi, CB. Okay, Amy's saying it's fuzzy too. I don't know why I'm fuzzy. Focus, you freak. Oh, okay. Does it get better when I do focus, you freak? Or is it still fuzzy? I don't have the patience to mess around too much today. You feel like crapola, hoping it's just allergies. You made a homemade watercolor box. Ah, JD, that's awesome. That makes me really happy. Okay, some are saying they're fine, some are fuzzy. So I don't know. I don't know what I can do. I really don't, because my screen is just as crystal clear as it can be. StreamYard did put a notice up that because the amount of usage, they could experience problems. So it could be a StreamYard issue. It's fuzzier than, well, I'm not sure that I can do much about it. So I'm sorry if it's fuzzy. Yeah. Anyway, I'll try and keep focus, you freak, here, but even this should provide, I'm not fuzzy at all. That just freaks me out. So anyway, I thought today what I would do, since these are done, I'm going to go ahead. I showed you the box that they're going to go in. And it's just a inexpensive little box that I got at Hobby Lobby. I might pull out a little bit. Maybe I'm too close. I don't know. Anyway, inexpensive little box that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's got a cool magnet closure. These fit in here perfectly. I have not put, I'll just put one in. I have not put the little grabbers on them yet, but I will. I shouldn't have done that, but that's that. Yeah, so that you can pull them in and out easily. I got to do that this afternoon so I don't forget. So we're going to go ahead and decorate this box. And so I was wondering, did I want to do flowers, draw a scene? What did I want to do on the lid? And I finally decided what I'd like to do is just do the insides of the box. And what inspired me was kind of this, and I've showed it before, this Samantha Dion Baker, I think is her name, Draw Your Day. And I often open this book for inspiration when I'm just doodling or drawing in the Beast. I opened it up to this page and I thought, God, I love that so much. So I'm going to try and replicate this on the top of the box, only do it more in the style of the box that I created, right? So I don't know how many of you have seen this Draw Your Day book. I'll flip through it real quick since I showed it. I think this book is absolutely, if you love journaling or drawing, whatever, I think this is one of my favorite books for just inspiration, for sitting down and drawing. And I drew the box while I was sitting around yesterday because I used a ruler, and I knew if I used a ruler on stream, Eileen would wet herself. So I thought, I won't use the ruler today. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer that drawing to the box, but then I'm just going to sketch it. And if the lines aren't straight, oh, well, things happen. And Eileen is telling the world that if things get boring, she'll just go watch Tiger King. Did you watch it, Eileen? I mean, if you want to like just wonder about how wacko your fellow humans are, you can go watch that. But I love her style of drawing. I love this. I love this so much. I don't do it. I mean, I did copy one of these pages just because I could. But yeah, I just love this style. It's kind of like just a diary and pictures. Hey, Ange. Hope you're doing well. No, you're not nuts. I watched the whole thing from beginning to end in like one weekend. And it kind of surprised me because the guy was running for like governor of Oklahoma or something, and I don't remember anything about it. Oh, I'm sure. I've watched Twitter and people are watching it all over the place. It's absolute craziness. This is the one. I drew this and painted it, and it was fun. Just pretty carefree. My one cat freaked out when he saw the tigers on the TV. Maybe my cat's blind because I don't think she noticed. Hi, Lynn. You love this book too? I do too. I just love this book so much. Even if I just copy one thing out of it, it's just like, it just makes me happy. Looking through it makes me happy. I could look through this 100 times. I love that VW bus. I love everything about it. So anyway, this is what I wish the Beast looked like, but she makes it seem like this is just a quick little thing. I think this takes longer than you think, because that would take me well over an hour, I'm sure. So anyway, that's kind of what inspired me. When I saw that, I thought, well, that's what goes on the top of the box. So that's what's going on the top of the box. Only this is mine. It's the little tray with the little space for the brush. Only the spacing worked out different, so I had to put 2 brushes in because it didn't work out exact. Cat's not watching it. The name of the book is, let me pull it back over here. It's Draw Your Day, An Inspiring Guide to Keeping a Sketch Journal. And the author is Samantha Dion, I think Dion Baker, Baker. And it just shows on the edge is Dion Baker. So, but Draw Your Day. Love that book. Hi, Elaine. Thank you, Kat. So I drew it, and then Amy was kind enough to give me some transfer paper that's erasable. So I'm just going to transfer it to the box using that. And then if I make a mess, I can always just erase it. So I'm just going to tape this on here with some Scotch tape, keep it in place, because the worst thing that I could do right now is move it around. So let's see here. And it does fit the top of this box exactly. So hopefully this will keep it in place. Oh, you know what? I do want to move it up just a hair. And I want it straight. You know that. I got to have it straight. I'm a cheater. Why am I a cheater? Because I'm going to trace it on here? Well, I get one shot, or else I have to go back to Hobby Lobby and rebuy the box, Eileen. I get one shot at this. That's it. It's not like I can screw it up. And I don't see tracing as cheating. But if you do, then I'm a cheater, pumpkin eater. Hey, Lori. Working and lurking. Sure did slow down in my department at the hospital. No electric surge. Oh, I understand that, Lori. I've been seeing all different kinds of information about what's going on at hospitals. And you guys, I don't even know what to believe anymore. And that's partly the reason that I've just turned off the news completely, is because I don't trust them. I don't think I can believe them. And so I'm more likely to believe people who are showing videos of what's going on in their area. Because CBS, I can't believe it, was showing video from Italy acting like it was in New York. How can you believe that crap? That makes me so mad. You can't even imagine. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that. Okay. So, Eileen, permission to use my ruler? Now I've got some sort of support assistant here that's covering my chat. Oh my God. If it's not one thing, it's another. She's going to say no about the ruler, but I'm getting anxious right now, not using my ruler. Did everyone see the video? I tweeted it. It was about copying someone's art, but not giving credit. That's an issue, Eileen. It happens. It happens a lot. Okay, here we go. I have not practiced this at all, so I don't know what to expect. Just whatever happens, happens. I really would like to do a straight edge around the edge, though. I'm going to use the ruler. Eileen's going to really hate me. I won't use the ruler when I actually draw it, though. know she's just getting ready to yell at me. She's going to yell at me, you guys. I know she is. I'm glad you came today, Ange. It's good to see you. I should be using a red pen or something where I could really see what I've already done so it jumps out at me, right? And I hope this works, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be really mad. Like really, really mad. Oh my God, Tiger King is on now. Well, it's on anytime you want. Just turn on Netflix. Okay, it is transferring really good to the box, so I'm happy about that. It's really hard to draw with this camera in front of my face. Just saying. All right, I'm going to just draw now because this is getting even to annoy me. And if it's annoying me, it's driving Elaine out of her freaking mind. And I act like I worry about that. See, okay. I don't expect it to be perfect. In fact, I don't want it perfect, even though that's not really very much like me. Now you're going to have to watch me draw this again after I get it transferred. Sucks to be you. Shouldn't take too long. And those of you who know me, how much I love straight lines and rulers, I hope you appreciate how painful this really is. Can't watch chat right now. Already. I'll catch up when I take a break here in a sec. I hope this looks as cool as I'm anticipating, you guys. Because if I really like it, I'm going to do it on another box for another giveaway. But I don't know, you guys, and I'll tell you about these Arteza paints because I showed you how they crack when I put them in the pans. I don't like that about them, but I have to say, to paint with the actual paints, if you use them right out of the tube, I don't mind the paints one bit. I actually enjoyed working with the paints. But they look so crap in the pan. So there's that. Now it's getting hard to draw on this little edge here. I'm sure glad I'm going to get a chance to fix these lines. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to check chat real quick. Oh my God, all the notifications on this computer is driving me crazy. You see the tears hitting the paper? My job was still temp, so I don't get the full benefits that some get. The good part, I will get my job back. Well, yeah, I hope you get it. And I hope it all works out. I hope that for everybody. I mean, there's so many people displaced and um, in need right now. You know, I guess the only thing I can say is if you're in a position to help people, just do what you can. Um, really, just do what you can. It's so hard. And the uncertainty. I think the uncertainty is really, really hard for people. So, you know, come here, be happy, art for a little while, because real life's waiting for you when this is all over. It really is. And sometimes, and I've learned this throughout my life, sometimes when you think something bad has happened, that when you can look back 6 months later, you realize it was probably the best thing that ever happened to you. And I have a actual incident of that in my real life. I worked my first real job. I had other jobs that were real jobs, but after I graduated and went out into the big corporate world out there, my first job was with Atlantic Richfield Company. And man, I was making more money than I even realized. I realized they paid people that kind of money. And I was tickled pink with the job, and I was there for 3 years. And then they did a big restructuring. I was laid off. And honestly, I was devastated because I love my job. I love my job so much. Not always crazy about the people, but the job itself, I love so much. And I think I was really good at it. But anyway, of course, that forces changes in your life, right? And then it was, I think about 2 years later, and I turned around and got another job right away. But looking back, if I hadn't been laid off by ARCO, there are so many things in my life that never would have happened, because you had to be at the right place at the right time, or you had to meet the right person at the right place, or whatever. So when I look back, losing that job at ARCO at the time, as devastating as it seemed, was the biggest blessing in disguise that I could have ever asked for. So, you know, I guess that old saying, when God closes one door, another one opens, or he opens a window, or whatever that saying is, it's so true, you guys. Like, keep your eyes wide open for the good that can come from anything that happens in your life. And take advantage of the opportunities when they arise, because you never know what's around the next corner. If you'd have told me at one time in my life that I would be sitting in a house in Oklahoma doing art online to a live audience, I would have said, you take bad drugs. You are on such bad drugs. That will never happen in my lifetime. And here I am, and I'm loving it. Just the living in Oklahoma part. When I was a Colorado girl, if you'd asked me, I'd have said, there's no way in anything, I will never move to Oklahoma. Even though I loved Oklahoma, my grandparents were down here. I was so thoroughly a Colorado girl, there was absolutely no way I would leave my Colorado home. And now you couldn't pay me enough money to get me back to Colorado. So leave yourself open to the great opportunities that are out there for each of us. This looks pretty rough, doesn't it? It was meant to be. Hi, Ian. I thought you were streaming right now. May we learn to look at life with a less financial money-based life. You know, Ian, I totally agree with you there. Hi, Marita. Hi, Nana. Everybody I might have missed. I totally agree with you, Ian, that, you know, people have confused, especially I would say in the last 20 years. I'm just going to say 20 years. that it's the money and the things you have in life that make you happy. And I could not disagree more. I think at the end of your life, you guys have all heard that saying that nobody on their deathbed looked back and said, "Boy, I wish I'd worked more." The things they say, or is, "I wish I'd known my daughter, I had learned to do woodwork," or whatever it is. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. And it's not the money that buys you happiness. It is the money that keeps a roof over your head. But really, what kind of roof is adequate? I don't want to live in a house that looks like it jumped out of a magazine. And I don't. I mean, my house looks like we live here. And I'm okay with that. So, yeah, I hope people take the time to check in with themselves and their value system. So, have you guys had enough lecturing from me for one day? I'm almost done. All right, these long lines. Oh, here we go. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do it with the ruler because it's just faster, Eileen. See? Just faster. I probably could have done the whole damn thing faster if I just used a ruler like Eileen. But I do want it sketchy looking, so. And I haven't decided yet. After I get this on here, I'm going to stain the box because I couldn't decide, should I stain the box first? Lori, I haven't decided yet. That's something we're going to decide together. I did like a little test swatch on here. This is the balsa wood that these things are made out of. This is not balsa wood. I'm not sure what, it's probably basswood. But I went ahead and did a little test just to see what inks and stuff work good on this. This is watercolor and it kind of spread. So I thought, well, I don't like that. So I'm thinking I'm going to maybe use colored pencil on it. We're going to do a test or two. I could use acrylic paint. But I'm thinking colored pencil may be the best. I should have brought that box down that I made years and years ago, and I used colored pencil on it. That was a pretty good line right there. I think. But yeah, I'm going to stain it. And Eileen, I'm using the walnut crystals to stain it. I went ahead and dissolved them. And I think I'm going to use well, I know I am because I already made it, the walnut crystals. And then after I get it done, I will seal it somehow. I haven't decided yet what I'll use to seal it with. So and I suppose I could have just sat down and tried to draw this directly on the box, but I think this was the safest way because I want whoever gets this to get something nice, worth having. If you know what I mean. And before I take off both sides of the tape, we'll lift it up because repositioning it could be really a pain in the neck, if you know what I mean. Holy crap, it looks fairly straight. We're going with it, boys and girls. We are going with it. I'm excited. Stepping away for a few. Keep ET in line, people. Exactly, Dee Dee. So can you guys see that? Bring it up really close. It gives me an idea of what I want to draw. Now I can make corrections with the actual ink when I do it. So yeah, it's obviously not perfect, but it'll be fine. And it's not upside down, which also is an awesome thing. So I think I'm going to start by staining the bottom. I did put a little bit of the stain on just because I wanted to see how it looked when it dried. But I'm going to go ahead and stain it now. And this is, like I said, the walnut ink granules. I thought I left the little container out here so I could show you guys. I did. Eileen made me buy these. They're walnut ink crystals. So this is actually ink. And this you could put in your fountain pens. You could use it with a dip pen. Yeah, whatever. So that I just dissolved, I don't know, not a huge amount, but this should be plenty of stain for the whole box. And if I don't spill it, I'm going to be really, really happy with myself. So, yep, now we're just going to stain. Suppose I could get a little bit bigger paintbrush. But on the inside, I'm going to have some small areas. So yeah, we'll do some experiments to see what works best as far as putting the watercolor in the palettes, because I'm not really sure what is going to work really well. I really don't know. And I think putting the drawing on it after I stain it is preferable to doing it and then staining over it. So this is going pretty fast. It's all right. I could rub this on too, but I don't know if I want brown hands. Because this would be probably permanent. It's definitely going to be permanent on here because this is so absorbent. But it's a pretty color. It really is. It's not too dark, which is what I wanted because I want the artwork on the top to stand out. So. And it should dry relatively quickly too, I'm hoping. But we do own heat guns, so we're not going to worry about it. So has anybody done anything really out of the ordinary since you've been quarantined? I've been cleaning more than normal. Even though this is my normal lifestyle, I have been cleaning. Which is good. Sprinkle some crystals. What now? What did you say? Sprinkle some crystals. Hang on, trying to go backwards here. Happiness of you coming to see us. Go straight through for Duluth. Good and ask where the cookies are at. There you go, Pink Hut. Sprinkle some crystals on there also to give it some more character. Should we try that? We'll try it on the bottom first, Eileen. How about that? While it's wet. All right, let's see. I'm not sure what it's going to do. Let me get my little baby spoons out. Leave it to Eileen. OMG. I mean, I guess I could pound up the box and make it look real distressed, but I'll leave that for the owner. If the owner of the box, whoever wins it, wants to do that, you can distress it. You have my permission. All right, so here we're going to get part of the box really wet. We're going to take the little spoon and see what that does while it's dissolving. Now, should I dink with it, Eileen, or just leave it alone? Spray some water on it. Okay. I'm not sure how much water this box can take, though, without swelling. You know, that's another thing I got to worry about. It'll swell. All right, I'm going to hit it with a heat gun because I really don't want the wood absorbing all that water and swelling up. Leave it to Eileen. OMG. Clean the back patio and put out bird seeds and suet because, oh, see, that's a good thing. A little water. She'll have me throwing magicals on this bad boy before I'm done, I promise you. Sorry for the heat gun. All right, Eileen, I see what you're saying. Now I wish I had some in a sprinkle bottle where I could sprinkle it around, but it did make a nice dark mark there. So, all right. Oh, Eileen, you and your bright ideas. Let's do this. Because this is something we have to do together. Do it like magicals, kind of. Oops. I think I hear the rat's car. No, I don't. Okay. If I ruin this box, Eileen, you are going to Hobby Lobby and getting me a new one. Now I'm going to have to do this all over the box. I'm just dabbing it to get it to dissolve a little bit easier. But I suppose I do like that better, Eileen. I will say that. That would look great on my dollhouse floors. Well, there you go. See? Leave it to Eileen to make a mess and give you great ideas all at once. I'm so glad she decided not to take a nap. Let me dry this. I'm wondering, since we're experimenting, because I really am a little concerned about the amount of water, moisture that I'm putting on this. I don't know. I don't know. Because they are, well, I guess anything that's left I can just brush off. Hi, Kathy Berg, and that is the truest statement I've read in chat. Hi, Colleen. If there's Boston to be done, she is wide awake. Looking for the bonus pay. Eileen, I have to give credit. I like it. Oh, that kills me to say it out loud. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, it kills me to say that out loud. I'm going to totally dry it so we can see how it works. All right, I like it. I like it. Leave it to Eileen. This is going to be a little bit harder to do on screen. See this one, the sides have a lot of wood texture. I'm going to put some granules on there anyway, though. I'm going to have to really pull the camera out so unless I can't put it where you guys can see it. All right. Hang on. I'm going to spray over here so I can spray kind of far away and not get it quite so wet. And I'm wondering, and I've got tons of this walnut stain stuff, so such fun listening to us bicker. Yeah, I'm liking the distress lick, and that's what I'm wondering if I use a baby wipe to kind of smear it, if I can't speed up the process and eliminate some of the that worked really good. Really good. Yeah. I'll do the other long end so then I can move the camera back down. I hope this turns out as cool as I think it's going to turn out. Who knows? Oh, and I did get, I showed you those magicals that Teresa was kind enough to send me. I did get all of those transferred into little bottles. I went and looked, and I actually had extra of the little shaker containers. So I did get all those transferred into their bottles. So that was fun. I was really happy doing that. It was a mess and it took all day, but it was fun. All right, Eileen should be happy with that. I'm just using some of the whatever's left on here to even that out. That's looking a mess. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on the top, though. If I do, it's going to be just on the edges. I don't want to do it where the artwork's going to be. So, or we'll make a decision later, I guess, is how I should deal with that. And I hope I haven't done this totally backwards, you guys, where when I start staying in the front, that I lose the art that I just drew on it. I mean, that I did think about that, the order to do things. And I thought, no, do the art first. So I hope I didn't goof up anyway, because this is all experimental on this type of wood. I have actually done art on wood before. I even thought it would be cool, way cool, if I burned the image in wood. But boy, that is a commitment. The box I have upstairs that I did for me, I burned in it. I drew it and then I burned it. I'm not even sure where my wood tool is right now, frankly. I'm not getting carried away, am I, CB? I'm so glad I remembered to take my allergy meds before I started today. I don't think I've been sniffing as much. Okay, I'm going to hit it with a heat gun real quick. Get rid of some of the little granules that are left. hit it with a heat gun. Dry enough. Yeah, the answer. Cool. We're getting close, boys and girls. I think, was it last night I was laying there thinking, I don't think I've left this house other than, you know, outside in my own yard. But I don't think I have left this house, you guys, in over 2 weeks now. That's got to be a world record. I don't go out much, but I don't think I ever go 2 weeks without going somewhere. And I think I'm over 2 weeks now. It's really hard to control these granules. That's a big old spot right there. And I need more water, I think. I'm going to sop some of that up. It won't stay like that. All right, I'm going to let that sit while I go get more water. Okay, good to go. God, I hate to admit Eileen's right. You know how that kills me? But I have to agree with her. It was a good call. It really was. Heat gun. Janet, you said this twice now in 2 weeks. I know, Kathy. And I heard somebody else, I think it was Colleen, said it the other day. And I was just like, oh my God, we're feeding that monster. We need to stop feeding the monster. In her case, she's not a troll. She's a monster. Her appetite is just going to grow. You know that. All right. Let's see. Of course, there's granules around here, so. Yep. So far, I'm liking it. You guys liking it? Okay. We're all going crazy from having to stay in. Yeah. I know, Lori. I know. How are we going to deal with her? Somebody's going to have to always walk behind her and shove her in the butt to get her through any doorway. We need to notify our friends down there. We have fed the monster. Now you have to take care of her. All right. We're going to see if I can continue to see my lines. I hope so. If we can, I have to do it all over again. That's going to annoy the snot out of me. Wouldn't be the first time a plan didn't work out, though, so no big deal. Now, this wood cannot swell so that I can't get this box open. If it swells too much, we're in deep caca poo-poo. Maybe I should have inked it first. Ooh, it's there, but it's light. And at least the outside can be, oh man, that's really light. Ugh. The outside can be drying while I do a quick coat on the inside. I'm not going to put the crystals on the inside because ain't nobody going to see it anyway. All right, so far, it's still working great, meaning it hasn't swelled enough that it won't open. All right, I might. Well, no, I probably won't. Let me think. Because I was just thinking, if this was my box, what I would want on the underside of this lid is a place to put my swatch card so I know what colors are what. So I don't know that I have to distress it so much because ideally it'll have a swatch card there, right? That's what I would do. This has nice wood grain on the inside too. I can't fall in love with this either because I got to remember it's going to a new home. It's not going to live with me very long. Oops. Ooh, that was close. And I hope whoever gets it loves it. I'm liking it. Oh my God. If I couldn't open, I would leave. Well, these are the things you learn as you go, Eileen. What the hell? I didn't know if the wood was going to, how much it would swell. Run for cover, girl. The bottom of the tray, it appears to be different wood than the sides. It doesn't have the nice wood grain that the sides have. And the front and the back and all that. Trying to think if I did any other art. I was arting some over the weekend. I don't know what the heck I was doing though. Oh, I was working in the folder. Actually, I took apart what I did last week on stream. There was just something about it I just didn't like. It just didn't feel good to me. So yeah, I disassembled some of that. Not all of it, but some of it. Because I just didn't like it. Oh, well. And other than that, I've been cooking. You know what's going to happen when this is all over, when they say, okay, you're free to roam the country. We're all going to run to restaurants and never cook again. That's what I think. Hi, Sandra. Just glanced up and saw somebody saying hi to you. All right, just the bottom left, and then we've got a stained box. I'm going to have to hit it pretty good with the heat gun here in a minute. So if you need coffee or tea or something, in just a minute, you're going to have a few minutes because I'm going to hit this really, really hard with the heat gun. Get it as dry as I can before I start inking it. The bottom of that is really pretty textured wood. Can you see that? That is really, really pretty in there. It does look good. I'm really, really happy with it. Now I got to get in that little seam right there. Yeah, it looks good. And I think I can see the drawing well enough. I might have to go over parts of it, but I think I can see the drawing well enough to that I won't have to do anything other than ink it. And then I'll add maybe some distress after I get it drawn, where I know where the art's going to be. So anyway, check and chat real quick. All right, heat gun. Smells good too. This is such a cute little bad boy. All right, now on this end, and maybe it's just the different pieces of wood, but you can't even tell that I distressed down there. You can there a little bit. The back really came out nice, and the front is really nice. So I guess that's the important parts, right? Okay, a little bit more drawing. And this little box surprisingly holds, what was it, 36 colors? That's amazing to me that this little tiny box is going to cram 36 colors in there. Yeah, I think it's feeling pretty dry. I'm afraid if it's wet, that when I put ink on it, it's going to spread. That's the thing I don't want. So while this is, I'm going to let this air dry, cool off real quick. before I start drawing on it. And I did bring out a piece of the balsa wood. Should have probably brought a bigger piece, right? So you guys could see. Would that have been a really, really good idea? When you use colors of paint on it, have some of the paint dripping off. Well, that would be interesting too, Eileen. We'll take a vote. What do you guys think about Eileen's idea? But I was going to try real quick. I was thinking I would draw with a micron. Okay. I've got a 1 point. And a 0.005. Oh, I think I like the 0.005. I might ruin the pen, but I don't care. I'll buy a new one. Not much difference in the line width, really. But the 1 crushed into the wood and the 0.1 didn't. That would be cool. Okay, Kelly's saying that sounds cool. Maybe clear gesso where you're going to put the swatches. Devin's saying she loves that idea. Okay, so rather than making it look pristine, don't be so precise about it. Make it look like, say yes, everyone. Look at her. Oh my God. Now she's going to start offering or making promises she can't keep. Okay, Tracy likes Eileen's idea. Oh my God, we are feeding the monster. Oh my God, Eileen, that's awesome. You must know art. Don't feed the monster. Okay, and over here I've got some colored pencils, and I thought I would just try a couple colored pencils on it and see which way is going to look the best. All right, this is very soft wood. That colored pencil is not going to work on that wood, or I'm going to crush it into it. But I don't know if I would do that on the box itself. It's a harder wood. Now let's look at using, and I think if I dry it real good between colors or adding water, I think I can see it spreads. All right, let's try this. If I draw a box and do crush into the wood, if it stops at the line, in that case, I want the 1 point micron. Where I actually kind of crush into the wood and see if I can keep it in that square. And this isn't probably the greatest test because it's not the same kind of wood. So I shouldn't expect the same results. Okay, I think if I'm careful, it's still spread. So that's the colored pencil. I can have complete control over it. The watercolor is going to spread, which is the nature of the beast. No way around that. Let's get out some acrylic ink. Hey, Nanamo. Oh, I put all my acrylic inks in the other room. Let me just go grab one. I don't use them that often, but I decided, you can't use valuable drawer space on them. I have way too much of these. Let's use, well, I'll use a green since I'm testing greens. Let's test this green. This is an FW ink. I'm not sure how much it's going to spread. I think it would spread less on the harder wood than it will. Spreading will look better than OCD squares. Eileen, you need to get over your bad self. Okay, this is acrylic ink. We'll give it a try. Do it with the lines so we see. Oops, which one is it? This is the one. Oops, it spreads too on the balsa, but one thing I will say is it's going to have brighter color. And that's kind of what I thought when I was thinking about what products to use, is that the acrylic, and I could do acrylic paint and probably get it not to spread at all. But I don't really want to do that because I want the grain of the wood, you know, the porousness of the wood to kind of still be part of the character. So, all right. I have plenty of colors in acrylic inks to do it in that, but the colors would be brighter. I think I'm going to go with the acrylic inks, you guys. Even though it's still spread a little bit. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the acrylic inks. All right, let's think for a minute and see what the other options are. I don't want to use the Neocolor 2s because they're going to be no different than I mean, I could color them in place really good. A regular ink pen. Let's see. I have colored microns. The problem with them is I just don't probably have that many colors. They're going to stay bright and they're going to stay right in place. So, but then I would have to pretend the splatters. All right, we're going to go with acrylic ink. What do you think? If you let the pen ink dry first, it may not spread. I'm not sure. I think it's the absorbency of the wood, which is fine. I mean, it is the nature of the beast. I do have alcohol pens. You want to try an alcohol pen? Why not? Since we got plenty of time and plenty of products. And Eileen loves when I have to get everything in my house out. But I'm afraid alcohol is going to be exactly like the watercolor. It's going to spread. And I don't think it would stay as vibrant, but let's just see. I'll just choose a mint green. And this is, I just grabbed the Hoo Hoo Hero ones, which a lot of us have. They're a less expensive option than, say, a Copic or something like that. Well, it would be bright colors. And I probably could prevent the spread. I don't know. That actually looks pretty good. So whoever said alcohol markers, that was, that's not a bad idea. I'm going to leave those out. And I have tons of colors of those. Yep. That color stayed really, really pretty. Let me see if I choose a different color. I just want to see. Well, you know, I could do the little trays themselves with the alcohol inks and then do some splots with the acrylics or watercolor. So I wouldn't have to. Tori said it. Thank her. Thank you, Tori. Okay. I think we got a plan. We're going to use the alcohol for the squares, and then we'll use watercolors if we want them to run. I should be able to match colors pretty well. All right, now I'm getting nervous. We won't use the colored pencils. I just don't think that was bright enough. All right. Done with this for now. I don't have a huge workspace here, despite Eileen wanting me to get everything I own out. I've got to move the stain because that will definitely end up turned over and make her happy. All right, I think I'm going to use the one. Cleaning up just a little bit. And pull out just a hair. What about super tips? Oh, you mean to do the color? Yeah, they probably would act exactly like the watercolor, I would bet, Piccola. Hi, by the way. The OCD is coming out. Look at her. Look at her. Taunting me at my own stream. The OCD is coming out, Eileen. I'm reaching for the ruler. If you want to know the truth, right now, I'm reaching for the ruler and breaking out in a sweat. Do you like that? Are you loving that? All right, let me see. I may need a light here. I don't know if that helps or hinders. Yeah, probably doesn't matter. All right. Oh, you guys, I'm nervous now. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. How about that? I'm not going to use a ruler because I don't want to listen to Eileen, but I hope I'm not sorry at the end, okay? Can you see that? Maybe I might have, well, no, I'll just go over it. The one should be fine. Okay, I don't think I'm crushing into the wood, and this is one of the things I was kind of worried about, was crushing into the soft spot of the wood and the ink actually spreading, and it's not doing that. So far, I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. Okay. All right, Eileen, go to the restroom right now. Go to the restroom. I am going to make this one because I can't see the line. I think it's right. That one's right there. So it was about 1/8 of an inch. So go to the bathroom, Eileen. I'm doing it. I'm not going to do it with the ink. I'm going to do it with pencil. But I got to have a line to write on. So sorry, Eileen. Get over your bad self. All right, that's better. Oh, and it made a little crease in the box, so it's making it easier. I love that. I would say if you're going to do something like this, you probably ought to figure out that the pen, I just went out of the line, Eileen. The pen that you're going to use is probably going to be crap when you're done. This one may not even last the whole box. I don't know. Look at me drawing lines without a ruler. I'm not happy about it, but I'm doing it. Can you guys see it? All right, I'm looking for the line up here. I'm going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to use the 7. Ruler emojis. I know somebody slapped those bad boys on me the other day, and I was just like, OMG, how did I not know that? What rock have I been living under that I wouldn't know that? All right, there's my 2 lines. Plus, it gives me an idea of whether or not this entire design on the top of the box is straight, because there's no point in garbaging it out just to make Eileen happy. All right, there. Let me see if I've got that 03. Oh, I've got a 02. For whatever reason, oh, that's not going to work. Bad idea. Where's the 03? There it is. For whatever reason, when I'm going the horizontal way, the one is just not wanting to work. There. I can see it. Can you guys see it? I'm going to go over this one because I'm not happy with the way I want it a little bit darker. There. I'm happy with that. All right. She's going to say I'm cheating, but I really want this to be nice for whoever wins it. Crush it into the box a little bit. Just check and see if you guys can still see. Oops. There we go. Got a few little dings here and there, but things I'm not entirely happy with, but it'll be all right. Now, just seeing if I can see that other line. I really can't. Okay, let's see. I've got, ooh, that line, I can't hardly see it all. I don't know if looking in the camera, I don't think you guys can see the design at all anymore. I can see it. It's there. It's very faint. And I'm not going to screw up at this point. So there you go. I think that's the edge right there. Here's a way to do that. Oh, I can't take the tracing paper off because I glued it to it. I did lose a little bit of the design. I'm just putting it back. Yep. Okay. Okay. It wasn't as far off as I thought.
I'm thinking now, you guys. Can't talk, thinking. So if you want to win this, you better get busy on your scavenger hunt. And next Monday, same time, same place, I'm giving this bad boy away.
Anyone want to bet that Janet used a ruler to cut meat? Thank you, Nanimo. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't like messes. I love rulers. Eileen drives me crazy, and I don't know. I invite her back every week. Hi, Carla. Don't hurt yourself thinking this much. I know, and I haven't had to think this much since probably last Monday. Oh, and I didn't draw that line. Because as a rule, I don't have to think that much in real life. I did finish a real good book lately talking about thinking a lot. It was an old book, and I got it from my library when they were having one of those book sales, and it was called Gideon. And it was like a suspense thriller kind of book. Oh my gosh, it was pretty good. It was a book I would recommend. But like I told Robert, I always hate finishing a book. Like there's something sad to me, like when I bust my ass to finish the book, and then when it's done, I'm always a little sad that the book is over. And I finished Gideon, but I had honestly figured out the ending like about halfway through the book. I just, because sometimes when I can't go to sleep, I'll lay there and think about, okay, if I was the author, what twist would I throw in at this point to make the reader, want to stay up and read that much more? And I had figured out the ending about halfway through, but then you have to finish reading to see if your ending is what it really is. But it was actually a pretty good book, Gideon. I don't remember the author's name, though. Not an author that I normally read. I know that. All right. Better. Okay, Eileen. No more ruler, okay? Until the next time I use it. Okay. Sweet. I'm getting happy. You have to order one. You're going to order me one. What are you going to order me? Sometimes your ending is better. There are some books, Devin, that is absolutely the truth. What are you ordering me? I know it's something that is probably going to annoy me. Because she only does things that annoy me. All right, I can see the line, but as soon as my arm creates a shadow, I have a hard time seeing it. So that's all right. We're going with it no matter what. Yeah, the shadow really makes it hard to see. It's all right. So if anybody has recommendations for good books, I always like a recommendation for a good book that you can just like read for hours on end. The last book I sat and read cover to cover without really even stopping
I mean, I didn't stop to eat nothing, was the Da Vinci Code. I liked the Da Vinci Code a lot. And that's been, think how many years it's been since the Da Vinci Code came out. So that's how long it's been since I got so enthralled with a book that I literally would not know it was done. And that is my favorite book of his as well. I've read his others, but I like Da Vinci Code better than Angels and Demons, or what was the last one? The last one was pretty good. I just can't remember the name of it. Really having a hard time seeing this. But I'm far enough along now, I'm not sure that I can screw it up too bad. She says as she screws it up. All right, now the little trays inside. I'm around their corners a little bit. So these are the little pots that we'll be filling in with paint. And I will probably on purpose be going over the edges and make it look a little used like Eileen wants me to. Because I have to indulge her a little bit. Look at Eileen, it's not perfect. Does that make you happy? I'm liking it. I thought you were going to say used like Eileen. All right, onward we go. And then the next thing I have to do is figure out what colors to put on the lid. Bright, pretty colors. Okay, I got real quiet, sorry. It's looking awesome. My son got a very big kick out of telling us you're grounded for another month. Oh, I bet he did. Hi, Josie. Another month. Yep. I don't know. I don't think it's going to kill any of us to keep each other safe for a while. I wish they'd all go back to work, honestly. But I'm going to follow the rules. I am a rule follower. So to my best of my ability, as much as I want to be a rebel and say, screw you, I'm going to do what I want because I've always done what I want, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow the rules. And isn't it funny that now that they've told you you can't do something, that's the thing you want to do the most? That's like a psychological thing. Is okay, you tell me I can't do something. Okay, that's exactly the thing I'm going to go do. I've always been that way, I think, a little bit. Ask my mom if you could. But it was always the thing you told me don't do. Yep, that's the thing I'm doing. Eat. That one got a little high. Oh, well. Just going to have character. And to you people who say you can't draw, this is nothing but straight lines. You can draw that. That's how I usually am, Janet, but this seems different to me. Yep, Kathy, that's kind of how it settled out in my mind too. A Florida county is opening a cold case because everyone watching the Tiger King. Well, Eileen, if you had watched it, I think there's good reason to open up the case of her husband's death. I think there may be good reason to look into that. I mean, I think he became tiger food, but a multimillionaire ends up missing. His wife ends up with all the funds, and he's told family and friends that he is concerned about her. I kind of think maybe somebody should be looking into it. Sorry if I'm getting off screen. I'm trying to see these lines down here. They're a little bit light. But yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that they may want to look into that, because what happened to that guy? He just fell off the face of the earth. They should have looked into it back then, because it truly is an unsolved case. And apparently the guy had children, and they don't go into it too much in depth. I mean, they do interview the first husband's daughters and his ex-wife. And they don't go into it too much, other than to say that he had told people that he wanted to get the hell away from this crazy woman. And she is a wackadoodle. She is like whacked out. Anybody who gives up their entire life for tigers, I don't know, that I think they've lost a little bit of touch, but whatever. I have a cat who bites me. Yeah, but the family, the girls didn't get any of his money, hardly, from the way they made it sound. Now, that could be utter crap. I mean, they're doing this to make money. So, but yeah, I think somebody needs to look into it, honestly. If it was my family member, I sure would want them to, especially if I got screwed out of millions. Interesting story. I don't want to tell you guys the ending, though. No clues back then. Yeah, see, makes me wonder too, are there going to be any clues now? Because if he did become tiger food, where are you going to find it? I mean, don't they crunch the bones and everything? I mean, and the bones could be in a swamp somewhere in Florida. So I don't know. Interesting people in that show. I will say that. A bunch of very interesting creatures. Not people I know in my everyday life. That's for damn sure. Okay, we're getting really close to done with the little palette here. If I hadn't told you guys I was going to do this on stream, I probably would have gotten it done yesterday.
I wonder how many people really are
binging that show. I imagine with everybody stuck at home, it's going to be a smash. Other people would never watch it if they weren't stuck at home, but now they're stuck at home. So it's like, if that's what Netflix recommends, I guess I'm on it. I pretty much watch what they recommend for me because they know what a twisted goofball I am. If it has to do with murder or serial killers or anything like that, that's right at the top of my list of recommended viewing. I did watch another one. Oh, I wish I could remember. I think it was called The Tower or something like that. It was a movie that was on Netflix and it recommended it. I watched about the first 10 minutes and I said, this is even too whacked out for me. Oh, what show? We're talking about Tiger King on Netflix. Have I watched the Staircase series? I haven't, Devin. Twisted Goofball? Well, of course. If I see Twisted Goofball, I am answering to that, I tell you. I have not watched the Staircase series. Is it murders and stuff? All right. Here we go. I don't have anything to rest my hand on, so this is kind of weird. I'm going to do my best. That wasn't so bad. Oh, come on. Oh, my hand slipped. That's okay. It's not a dark line, and I can actually paint that black I was going to anyway. So the Staircase series, I probably should write that down because my memory's not really good. All right, so this is going like that. Yeah, I'll be glad that that's painted black. The grain of the wood is catching the pen nibs sometimes and moving it where I don't want it to go, but that's okay. I'm going to have to come up with something that is silver. There we go. Resembles silver. I guess I'll have to just do gray. It's hard to draw on the grain of wood, just saying. But it's better than I kind of thought it would come out. So about done with the drawing.
There. Look like paintbrushes laying there. Woot woot. Is Tori leaving? Bye, Tori.
Staircase series. I need to write that down. There's a piece of paper in here. I'm assuming that's on Netflix. Thanks, Flo. Hi, by the way. I don't think I even acknowledged you're here. It is on Netflix. Just found it. All right. Kelly just found it. So that's probably what I'll be binging tonight if I don't go to bed at 3 o'clock and stay there. So far, so good, you guys. I'm pretty happy with it. I really am. Now, I think at this point you could make up your mind about how three-dimensional you wanted it to be. So if I, for example, I wanted this tray to look three-dimensional, I could draw the lines down and make it look that way. That wasn't part of my original plan. I thought, well, I'll just wait and see how it kind of comes out and try and do it as much as I can with shadows. Yeah, so we're going to play this by ear. I'm not going to actually draw the dimensional portion of it in there. I think I can do it with shadows. Keep your fingers crossed. I hope. You never find anything on Netflix? Oh my gosh. Yeah, and thanks for the thumbs up. Anybody who does thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and get some color on here. I said I was going to use the alcohol inks. I'm going to do the color first, and then we'll do the depth and all this stuff afterwards. So when I set up my palettes, I'll show you the Arteza one that I set up. And there's a million ways you can set up your palette. Some people put the browns with the yellows, you know, or before the yellows, whatever. I always start with white and then go, you know, like really just around the rainbow. In this one, like when I did it, when I got to the pink, rather than starting pink over here, I just dropped down and went pink backwards through purple, blue, green, and then just some lighter, what I perceive to be neutrals, and then into the browns and black and gray. So I probably, unless somebody convinces me otherwise, will do much the same sort of pattern. And we've got how many positions we've got to fill up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 colors. So that means about 2 or 3 of each shade. Did I get that yellow out already? All right, I did not. Tidying real quick. Focus, you freak. All right, I want a nice yellow. There's deep yellow. That one might just disappear right into the box. I don't know. This is another one that I got. All right, I'm going to use I need to go get more wood, but it's not stained, so. Yeah, see, the yellow is not going to stand out on here, I don't think. So I don't want to give it. All right, that's going to be the one I use. And I'm not going to put white in because nobody uses white. Unless you're using gouache. All right, so we got a dark yellow, kind of a, we'll just use the regular orange. I'm going to pick out the colors first, so I kind of know the order, so if I have to fill in spaces, I can do that. Vermilion. I want some nice pinks because I know Eileen wants pink all over it. Let's do cream after orange or between those two, maybe. Nice pink and a dark pink. Because actually in the trays, I did put a couple of different pinks in there. Because pink is not a color you normally get in
a set of watercolors.
So 6. I wonder if there's like a thinking like the old red. Let's see what color this is. In a house full of paper, why do I never have any paper? Oh, that's a nice color. Yeah, we're using that one. A light purple and a dark purple. 6, 8, 10. I think I might want another color red, maybe carmine. Because I don't want to put a bunch of different browns in there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Because I know the light yellows aren't going to show up. So there's no point in doing that. I'll put more greens in then. All right, so after purple, what would be a good purple blue? We'll do sky blue. Brilliant blue. Probably, man, I don't think cerulean's going to show up too good. Might. Okay, so then we'll do a light green. I hope these show up good. If they don't, I'm going to be really pissed. Really pissed off. See what color mint is. That's a good green. That's a good transition color, I think. Eileen, how long have we had these Oahu hoo-hoo markers or whatever? Because they sure have lasted a long time. Then I want a real dark, dark, dark green. Okay. So that's 2, 4, 7. They've lasted long. All right, so here's a brown gray. There's a wine red. That could be pretty too. Nope, that's just gonna look brown and icky. Brick brown. That one's a nice brown. This one looks oh no, it's not. All right, that's a good color. So let's see what we got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need 2 more colors. I wasn't necessarily, I'll do a gray, maybe a blue gray, light, yeah, blue gray and a black. All right, that should do it. Do you guys like those colors? We've had them 3 years. That doesn't surprise me because it's just like they have lasted forever. All right, so after the purple, I'm going to put the sky blue, and that's my first layer of color. All right, I hope this looks pretty, you guys. Now I'm getting worried. I'm going to do the yellow first. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to go to the alcohol inks. All right. It is not spreading, I will say that. I wondered on this harder wood if it would. All right, this one's dry. It doesn't want to write. Some of them I did go ahead and add alcohol to. Let me see if I have another. What color was that? Oh, cream color. It probably wasn't going to show up good anyway. All right, let's use. I'm going to go direct to the orange then, and I'll add this back here, I think. Because that one, the cream isn't going to work. This one looks pretty dry too. Geez, they're all dry. I have other alcohol markers though, so have no fear. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. And these I got on sale, I think, at Tuesday morning. Or maybe during Hobby Lobby sale. Art alternatives. All right. All right, that's good. I hope the vermilion looks a lot the same. Oh, well. And I should be going out of the lines a little bit because in a watercolor palette, that's what you do. If it's well loved, you are outside of the lines, girl. So I'm going to quit being quite so precise. I'll get some, and then we'll trash out the box with Eileen's paint drops. This one's going to be dry. Which one was this? Carmine. Let's see what I got in Carmine. I added some other markers in here with these others, so that's why some of them are different. Okay. Is that looking messy enough for you, Eileen? Are you happy with that? This one, the salmon, it's not going to show up. Nope, not going to do that. Which is the next one? I'm going to do the dark red, the old red next. I'm going to be shy of color too because I just put that cream back in, but that's okay. Finally, a use for the alcohol markers. Just really hoping. Let's see what this one looks like. Well, I'm going to go ahead. It is a very different color than the one before it, but what are you guys yakking about in chat? This purple's just about dry. I might have to get out my other. markers. There it goes. That squeaking, is that annoying to some of you? ASMR moment. Invariably, I open the wrong end. You know, you can refresh a lot of those by adding alcohol. Yeah, that's why I went ahead and got the bottle of 91% alcohol. Yeah, I have added alcohol to some of them. I don't use them that much, that the whole idea really bothers me that much, honestly. I've got a beautiful set of chameleons that Scooby sent me. But I don't want to use them on this wood because it's just going to trash out the nibs. That's why I chose these, because I don't care about them. I mean, I've more than gotten my money's worth out of this set just for the number of times that I've used them on stream. Okay, now unlike I did in my real box, I'm going to go ahead and skip down here to finish the blues. I'm going to do that one next to the blue greens. Is this sky blue? No, that was the light blue up there. Yeah, that light blue came out a lot darker than I thought. These are going to start looking black, I'm afraid. Yeah, maybe not. That one does almost look black. It's still got a blue tint to it, though, so it's okay. All right, let me count right now, because if I'm going to add another color, I'm going to add blue. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. All right, we've got a good selection. I don't need to add any more. Sure is nice when they're nice and juicy. I think they still sell these on Amazon too. I think you got the whole set. I think there were 60 in them for like $30. They were 50 cents a pen. It's just like, just to play with, buy it. So worth your time. And they come in their own cool little case, right, Eileen? Anything that comes in its own cool little case, you must buy. We've spent a lot more on far less. Just saying. All right, Eileen's going to have to be thinking about how she wants me to do the splots of paint. Now, this is supposed to be a real dark, dark green, but it's not showing up that way because it's dry. Let's see if I have another one. Here's a deep green. I might go over that one real quick. Yeah, I am. All right, let's do the lighter of the browns. If I get to throw these pens away, that leaves me room for something else, you know. All right, this is, I've got another blue gray. I know I have another blue gray. Where are you? There's green gray, there's blue gray. One thing in this set, you do get a lot of different grays. Lots of different grays. So cool grays, warm grays, lots of different colors. In fact, this one I probably am going to use to create some shadows. So that one I will leave out. And then a black Copic marker. Somebody told me everybody ought to have one of these, so I went ahead and bought one. And one thing I hardly ever do with my watercolors is I almost never use black. Almost never. It never looks black enough to me. So, yeah. All right. We got all the colors on there. Are the colors okay? You like those okay? All right. I'm going to use that gray. And if you look at, well, I was wanting to do white is a problem. Let me see if I try to use white. Where's my white pen? Who stole my white pen? That's it. Now I'm getting pissed off. There it is. Robert was about ready to get his butt kicked. All right, I think this pen will work fine on this. I just got to smudge it quick because I was wondering how am I going to. On these lighter colors, the shading is going to be a little bit easier. Because you'll be able to see it. On the darker ones, I'm going to have to do it with the light. I might have to get out the black. I don't know. I wasn't sure what was going to work for this, but this gray may work out okay. And I'm trying not to do them all the same. Because when you use your watercolor, you always get that dip in the middle, you know.
All right, looking down at it now, it's starting to get some little depth. I like that. UPS is there. Oh, new toys for you, Amy. You're so lucky. One nice thing is, okay, when I'm looking in the camera, I can see those shadows really, really good. So that makes me happy. And when you look at it on the box, it's there, but it's not really noticeable. So that's good. All right, that one. Well, it's a blue gray. Maybe I'll get a different gray. I'll leave that out because I don't want to lose it in here. Let's try the, I'm going to just try the cool gray here. Oops, don't want that end. Okay, that's good. Might be a little dark, but what are you going to do? We'll try and smooth it out a little bit. Ouch. Can you guys, you got Tim Holtz stuff? Ah, you lucky dog. That one's not working. One's just so light. I want one just slightly darker than that. Invariably, wrong end. All right. I think the grain of the wood is making it hard for you guys to see, but to me, it's starting to look like these pans have some little bit of depth to them, right? Wait till I do the brushes. She'll dry every hair on them. No, I won't. Ugh, she is such a pain in the butt.
But doesn't it look like they have some depth now? Now when I add the white, you little pain in the ass. All right, lost white pen again. You can't wait to win the box. There you go, Devin. Power of positive thinking. I won't draw every hair on him, but as I'm looking at this, it looks three-dimensional to me now. Such a pain in the ass. All right, some of these, I think on this blue one where it's going to stand out real good. See, on the purple over here, I did this. See, if I do the white underneath, it's almost like I want the outside thing white too, so it looks like you're hitting the bottom. I'm wondering if I shouldn't maybe do a little bit of acrylic. I think I'll get out a Posca. So it'll stay wet just a hair longer so I can brush it. Is Eileen oh my godding me again? I'm actually going to maybe brush this on a little bit. Yeah, that's good. The black especially. Is that Steve at